Oscar Blue for Border Network News and for America's Voice. How is everybody doing? Sometimes I like to crank up the radio when I'm doing a live feed because it reminds me when I used to work at a radio station. Absolutely love that. But our roads went through other places, and our purposes change. Our purposes change now, and I wanted to do a video right now. As we have been doing videos in my car as I'm driving all the time. I get to a place, I stop, and I stay there for a long period of time, and I help some other people get some other projects started for them and work on other projects, really big stuff for radio and for broadcasting also, the things that I love. And then I drive home and I'm doing videos for you guys. If something comes up, you guys already know that I will immediately jump on the phone and do live broadcasts, like the other day that I was driving and the accident happened with the Border Patrol. That it was, wow, we were the ones that were right there at first ones that we were right there broadcasting. How's everybody doing? Good evening to everybody. God bless you all in the United States. God bless my country, Mexico. God bless my country. My country, Mexico. Beautiful country. And I wanted to do this video in English, and then I'm going to do another one in Spanish, because I want to say thank you to all of you guys for the support that that we've been receiving. The moderators and the person that is in charge of my page, that I'm gratefully thankful for all that this person has done in this page, man. It was unbelievable. The page was a mess, and this person came into the page and said, this is how it's supposed to be done, and this is how it's supposed to be, and we're gonna ride like this. And it has changed. It has changed for the better. Moderators, all of the moderators that have been with me, and they are still with me. God bless you all. God bless you all. You're phenomenal and great people. Phenomenal and great people. All of the people that I work with, they are great, man. They're great. They're great people. They're great individuals. Everybody has a thing of their own, some certain gift that it makes an individual beautiful. It makes an individual beautiful. One moderator has, beautiful writing. The other one has, beautiful expressions. The other one has beautiful laugh. The other one has, every single person and every single individual that follows BNN has something beautiful, and people that they don't follow also, man. So I'm pretty excited to do this video. Why? I'm going to do this video, and then later on, thank you, Brian Worth. Evening to you, Brian. He's Brian Worth. Thank you so much. God bless you, Brian. God bless you. God bless you, man. There's a lot of fellas that watch me, man. A lot of people saying it's only old women. No, there's people, man. They're insulting my viewers. These other haters and these other people, man, they insult my viewers. But there's a lot of fellas right here. Thank you so much, Brian. Thank you so much. God bless you, man. And my viewers are phenomenal. They're great. They're beautiful. They're beautiful, man. BNN followers. And I wanted to make a video for you guys. And also later on, I will make a post for every single one of you guys. As I want to tell you guys how everything started and how everything evolved. How everything started and how everything evolved. And one of my radio idols. Well, there's two radio idols. One of them works at a radio station in San Diego. He's really big. He's Mexican. He's really big, and he has done excellent and great coverages. And another one is, he used to be on a radio show. There's three. Actually, there's three. One of them is Jim Lamley. Jim Lamley, that is, a boxing caller, a boxing journalist, and also a boxing broadcaster. Jim Lampley has been a historical and he's boxing, man. All around, he's boxing. Jim Lampley. Whoever hasn't seen a fight and being called by Jim Lampley, you haven't seen boxing. Jim Lampley is my idol, man. He's a lot of inspiration that it has done to me to call fights. And as I was working in 2012, 2013, calling fights, professional fights over here in Tijuana, we were calling professional fights in a table, sitting down with professional fighters, world champions, and all these people. And there's a crash right here. Let me put my emergency lights. And we started calling fights, and it was amazing. It was amazing. It's a project that is coming up that we're going to start doing for everybody that wants. And this is a big announcement that I just found out, and my moderators and the person that is in charge of me are going to be mad because I just found out right now that I've been planning something underneath the table, and we're gonna do I don't know, the promotion, the how do you call it, how do you say, the promoting company that is inviting me, and that is actually going to start asking me to do this. They just told me that they want me again to be calling fights in Tijuana. I am really excited to give this news to everybody, as you guys going to see me once a month calling fights in Spanish. I'm sorry, it's going to be in Spanish, but you guys are going to see me calling fights in Spanish. And it's my passion, man. It's my passion. You guys are going to see me calling fights in Spanish on the side with the next world champion and a legend from Tijuana, and on the other side a woman that is a world champion that she's become a legend also, and professional fighters that they are classified in the world. And it made me really excited. I just my moderator is going to be really mad because he's saying like, hey, you got to do this first and this. But they just invited me. That's why I wanted to jump in and do this live right now. The promotion company is a really young promotion company. It's owned by a young kid that he's in his late 30s. He's not a kid, he's a mature man, but he's in his early 30s, 33, 34 years old. He's a U.S. citizen, and he's bringing fighters from the United States to fight over here to Tijuana. He told me, you know what, we need you to promote this, and we need you to start this. And man, I retired from calling fights because there was so many things. Politics in boxing is so difficult, man. Politics in boxing is so difficult. Politics in boxing is difficult. Why? Because there's always that fighter that they're taking care of, or there's always a fight that you see another fighter winning, and you're called a fight and you see the other fighter winning, and the judges, because he's a favorite, they give the fight to that one. That practically, because boxing is really corrupt right here in the state of Baja, pretty much kicked me out. And I was like, man, I was so stressed out one day that I was depressed. I can't believe that this is happening in our state. The boxing commission is really mishandled over here and is really corrupt. But they changed the president. The president of the boxing commission is my friend, and this is great. This is great. Once a month. I don't know which month we're gonna start. Probably is next month. I don't know if there's gonna be a next event from next month. But if you guys want to see, me calling a fight, it's gonna be beautiful. It's gonna be beautiful. You're gonna know a totally different Oscar Blue. You're gonna know a totally different Oscar Blue. That's my passion. That's the love of my life. That's who I fell in love with all my heart. And it's a couple of gloves in a bag. That is, that is my life. boxing is my life. And pretty much, you know, I became a professional fighter to help people with cancer. And, you know, you guys are going to see a live fight. Also, you're going to see me broadcasting it. And also, well, it's going to be in Spanish, but you're going to see me, you know, broadcasting. Probably, you know, I'll do a little intermission for people that they're watching from the United States and talk to you guys, you know, for a little while and have fun with you guys and tell you how exciting it is to be calling fights in the middle of, you know, a huge crowd. That is the most amazing thing. It's a vibe that you guys cannot, it's you got to experience it yourself. It's like when you're coming out to a boxing ring, and it's a really, it's a private experience. It's something that you feel so much inside your heart, that it's a private experience. People, you know, chanting your name, people tapping you on your back, people telling you, hey, you're doing a great job. People telling you, hey, give a great fight. People yelling your name. People, if you're cut from one eye, if your hand is hurt, if you're cut from the head, if you're cut from the ear, you still keep going. You got blood on your face. You know, all of these things, man, is really, it's really, you know, it's amazing. It's amazing, really. And I want to say to every single one of you guys, I will post later on. I will make a post later on. That's why I wanted to jump in and do a little live video. I was so excited. I apologize to my moderators because I tell my moderators, hey, I'm going live. Sometimes I'm telling them I'm going to talk about this, and, you know, this is what we're going to do. But, you know, I give them a heads up always as a matter of respect. But yes, you know, this is kind of private. So I have a lot of plans in my life that they're coming right now, as, you know, changes in my life are coming. Really big changes in my life. Huge changes in my life. They're coming. It's going to be positive in my life. My life is going to change for the better. I'm extremely excited. I'm happy. I'm so anxious. Anxious, I think that is the way you say it. I got an S when I pronounce English. I'm so excited and anxious for the things that they're coming. A lot of people are going to be shocked. A lot of people are going to be shocked, but that's part of it. And I want to say thank you to every single one of you guys that has stood by me through thick and thin, that they have seen how I have managed my career in broadcasting and also in doing a coverage for you guys. It doesn't matter how many times I go to a wall to show you. People want to see that. It doesn't matter how many times I go to a shelter. People want to see how advances are being done and if things are being taken care of. It's a job. You go in, you clock out. It's a job. You don't say, nothing is happening, everything is the same, you know, la la la. No, 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 no. Get your butt up and go and do a broadcast. Go take care of stuff. Go take care of your people. Go take care of your followers. That's what you need to do. Go take care of your followers. Your followers, you know, they're always wondering what you're doing. Hey, what's going on? You told us that you were going to the shelter this day, and, you know, we want to know what's up. What's going on with the shelter again? You know, we want to know if the shelter is getting more people. We want to know if the wall is being built. We want to know if the wall is being finished. We want to know if that open gap was finished. We want to know this. We want to know that. That's why perseverance, man, with negativity is one of the greatest things that God has given to human beings. Perseverance. I'm really strong in heart. A lot of people don't know this, but the strongest thing that is on my body is the heart. I'm really strong in heart. That's the only thing that you're not going to beat me. You're not going to beat me because I'm really stubborn. I'm stubborn. I'm stubborn, and it's because of my heart. I follow what my heart says. And right now, I want to say thank you as I'm following my heart that is coming out of my mouth. I want to say thank you for all the multiple posts that I have done, man. I know that I don't reach, my page has reached million, probably millions or something like that. I don't care, really. I don't care about millions, trillions, quadrillions. I don't care. As long as people know that we're trying to do the best job possible for every single person in Mexico, in Tijuana, in Tapachula, and in the United States of America. That's the only thing that matters in my heart. And that is why we are getting successful at what we're doing. And I'm really appreciative of the team that we have built. at the team that we have built, people that they have been with me, people that they're still with me. All the people have helped with all their heart. They're all professionals. They all love what they do. They love to be a part of Oscar Blue and Border Network News and Anthony Agüero. They all love to be a part of it. Why? Because we stay to business. We stay to news. We don't go around in drama. We don't go around and provoke other things. You don't see our pages talking about drama, making memes and fighting with other people. You don't see our pages like that. We stayed focused. Like I have always said, I don't want to do drama. I don't get involved in that. Stay working, stay positive, and stay working. That's what we do. And it's really good that I want to say thank you to every single one of you guys. As you know, we've been showing you guys post after post and video after video. You know, it's amazing, man. It's amazing that I seen a post the other day, one video of mine, and I want to share it with you because this is all your work. It's not my work only. It's all your work. This post reached over 300 and some thousand people. I was like, what the hell? Phone call right there. But a lot of people reach millions. They reach millions. I'm really humble. I can tell you, I reached like 300 and some thousand with that post, and it was like in 3-4 days, like that. I was like, woohoo! What the hell's going on? How many pages are being shared? And you know, the video that we did the other day with the Border Patrol getting into a horrible accident, and the next day it had like 20,000. I'm like, wow. And the day that we went to Little Haiti with America's Voice, it had like 80,000. And I was like, yes, you know, we're doing a professional job. We're trying to do as much as professional as possible and keep our people posted. Keep our fans posted. Keep our followers posted. That is what makes you have credibility. Credibility. For those people that, you know about credibility, it stays with professionalism, and it stays with you being perseverant. That's what happens when you are perseverant, and you are going to have credibility immediately. You're going to have credibility, and really, you know, I am really appreciative of you guys. I want to say thank you to you guys from the bottom of my heart. I will post the pictures of these posts that we've been getting. You know, I don't like to do it, but you know, my moderators are completely, you know, always like, hey, Oscar, you had like some views. I'm like, wow, man. Oh, wow. I'm like, yes, you know, it's amazing. And, you know, it's work. It's absolute work. And I, you know, thank you so much. The people of Mexico, thank you so much. I'm going to do a video in Spanish later on, and thank everybody in Mexico. Thank everybody in Tijuana, my city. And I remember how it started, man. As I'm sticking to the same story because nobody pushed me and nobody got me the idea of what was going on. I feel my city, man. I feel my city. Got a tattoo right here in my arm on my city. I got a tattoo right here in my arm of my city. It is amazing how much I love my city. And you know, as a person that was born in Tijuana, I remember as I was doing a job as a truck driver, I was parked. I was doing another job. I was in the office. Yes, I was in the office, and I was staring at a window at the office, and the office was hitting on the highway, and you can see on the highway that bus after bus were coming in, and I was like, wow, man, what the hell's going on? Melissa says, Oscar, you're my #1 reporter. God bless you. Thank you so much. These comments, man, are beautiful. These comments are beautiful. God bless you all. And everybody, you know, I started staring like, what the hell's going on? So you know, back in 2015, I think so, I saw, you know, all the people from Haiti. I saw them over there. I saw them. And I never thought that it would be important until we woke up and we realized that it was a problem. That it was a problem. Who opened up my eyes that it was a problem? I'll tell you who opened up my eyes that it was a problem. Our mayor, Juan Manuel Gastelum. That he said that we had a problem in our city. And I saw a broadcast in Channel 12 in Tijuana that they were saying that these people were coming down and they were doing this, they were doing that. So one day, I saw these people coming in, and I was like, wow, man, what the hell's going on? I'm like, wow. So I grabbed my my things, and with a phone only, and they were at I think they were in downtown. The first one that I did, they were in downtown. I went to downtown, I did a little broadcast, and at that time I was rolling with my buddy that, you know, I sent him a big hug. Moro, I sent you a big hug. And I did a video, and he's like, hey man, we're not about the caravan, you know, leave the caravan alone and all that stuff. So I eliminated that video. And then I went in again to Playas, and they had a little incident right there, little thing right there going on. And I did a little broadcast, and he's like, hey, come on, man. And I'm like, you know what, yeah. So we had a long talk, and I'm like, hey man, this is good footage, man. This is good coverage. You know, we need to help the people to understand what is going on. We have a situation, man. And he's like, well, you know, yes, we have a situation. I'm gonna handle the page. Go ahead, Blue. You know what you're doing. So the next day, I grab my stuff and I go directly to Playas and I start broadcasting. That was the first complete live that I did. Before that one, I did 2 of them. That they were back in October or November. October, I think so. Or October or November, something like that. And in November, I did another one that it was that, you know, that one is basically how I started. Basically how I started. I didn't know anybody. It was just me alone. It was just me alone, man. I didn't know anybody. If you go back in my videos, I will post some videos of me. Since I started, you know, doing broadcasts, I'm going to post some videos so you guys can see that I didn't know anybody. And people were putting right there on their live feeds, hey, you should call this, hey, you should call that. I was like, man, I don't want to call nobody. I'm just doing me. And then later on, things started getting more heated. And, you know, started getting into activists, and I started getting in there, you know, watching from where, you know, I started relating and talking to other really big name journalists right here. And, you know, I started talking to them, and they're like, hey, you know what, hey, you know, you do a good broadcast, man. You're really good. I'm like, hey, thank you. You know, God bless you. Never been like, hey, I talked to somebody and I was in camera and I was, you know, doing a broadcast with this guy and I want everybody to know. Hell with that, man. That's not being smart. You know, you're going to burn out and nobody's going to believe you. So I never thought that, you know, it was going to get out there that far. And these people were telling me, hey, you know what, man, you're getting too right in the middle of things, Blue. Like, don't get in the middle of things. No, don't get in the middle of things, man. Just leave it alone. Go around, you know, the perimeter, but don't get in the middle of things. And I was like, no, no, man, that's not being a reporter. Really, to be a reporter that I didn't consider at that time myself as a reporter, I consider myself as a broadcaster. I was like, no, people really want to know what the hell's going on in there. People want to know how it is to be in the crap and to be involved in all the things that they were happening. Get in the shelters, get in where they're fighting, get in where you know, they're pushing, they're shoving. And I was in there. And it was an amazing experience. It was an amazing experience how we did a lot of broadcasts day in and day out. Day in and day out. And lots of traffic. Yes, a lot. And I need to get somewhere. And day in and day out. Day in and day out, we were broadcasting every day. Day in and day out. You can go to my videos and watch them. Every day. Day and night. Day and night. Day I used to do... as a matter of fact, there's a video that I did when they were fighting, and they were kicking them out when they were kicking them out when they were fighting at the border, when they tried to rush the border. And I even got that video. I was the only one that got that video. It's just amazing, you know. I always been like that. It transformed myself into something else, you know, because if you guys meet me one day, I'm a completely different person. When you meet me in persona, we're gonna talk about different topics, and you know, I joke around, and you know, I'm a completely different person. But when it's my job, I get in there. You know, I get like, I want to get in there. And like the other day that I was climbing that mountain, the first time that I was climbing the mountain, and you know, America's Voice told me, hey, you know what, Blue, let's stop and continue tomorrow, or let's stop and then continue later on this afternoon. And I said, okay, you guys want to stop? That's good. But I will continue. Blue, we don't want you to get hurt. No, everything's okay. We're good. We're good. I'm good. And I'm stubborn because I want to get to the top. I wanted to get to the top, and I wanted to show everybody that we can do it, because we keep our word and we do things. And, you know, and it's just, that's the thing that have kept us going and going and going and working and working. And really, I want to thank everybody. You know, the first person that I met about, you know, the United States, and I will tell you who it was. The first person that I met from the United States that sent me a message that, you know, because I was doing in Spanish, and one day, this is how it happened. You know, I was getting in there with Antifa, because Antifa was here. For everybody to know, Antifa was here. And we have the evidence of how these people, how they're working with Antifa. We were right there at a shelter, and there was a lawyer, and the live feed was in Spanish. And I remember clearly, there was her name is Judy, I think so. Judy, I'm not gonna say your last name, but I know that she's a longtime follower. Judy and another gentleman told me, hey Oscar, I saw in the feed, do you know how to speak English? And I read, yes, I know how to speak English. They're like, oh wow, can you do a live broadcast for us? I'm like, no, I don't want to do it. And like, why not? You know, I'm staying with Spanish, and that's it. And you know, we started doing Spanish, and then the necessity of talking to the lawyers, that they were corrupt, and at that precise moment, they pushed me to, what's up with all these traffic, man? It looks like the 805 and the 5 right here in San Diego. It pushed me to speak English. It pushed me to speak English. So I started speaking English to them. And one day I did a live broadcast in English, and it went real bad. You know, all these trolls, because they are trolls. They're not, we're people. We're people. We're people. You can look at my picture. You can look at my profile. We're people. Yes, you're people too, that you are dedicated to harass and to instigate other people, because it's a little group that works together, you know, and now you're done. But there's this group of people, they were attacking me at that time, and I didn't know where they were coming from. I was like left and right hearing racist comments, really racist comments. I was like, wow, man, wow. I was completely drained with the racist comments. I was like, whoa, man, what the hell's going on? I'm just giving the news to these people. So I remember that I did a video and I told everybody, I'm never going to do English again for you guys. So there was a reporter in Tijuana that he told me, hey, ¿qué pasó? He's like, what's going on? You know, why are you stopping? That's what they want to do, man. They want you to stop. And they want you to stop because they know that you're good. And they're afraid of what you can accomplish. They are afraid. That's where you need to stay, and don't move. Don't move. And I'll promise you that success is going to come. You have the privilege of speaking 1, 2, and 3 languages. The other one, I don't speak it that much. But one day you guys will know. 1, 2, and 3 languages. But you got the ability to speak 2 really fluent. Stay in that language. Stay. And don't let nobody tell you that you can't do it. So I woke up the other day and I'm like, I hell with these people. I hell with these trolls. I'm going to start doing it. And after that, we started doing it. We started doing it on a daily basis. An accident probably happened right here. That's why a cop is right here. Look, I'm going to change the camera for you guys. Look, right here. There's a cop right here. So, after that, I started doing English. And it became a daily day basis. And I was doing English and Spanish, English and Spanish, English and Spanish, English and Spanish. And it got, exhausted to do both languages. So one day I started doing Spanish, and one day I started doing English. And, I started doing English. And it led to doing English more. And one of the first people that started, asking me if I wanted to do a live video with her was this person from San Diego. That it was this person, Melinda. And Melinda Porto, one day, sent me a message. And she said like, hey, Blue, I know that you speak English, and I would love if you, we can do a live together. And, I never been disrespectful to nobody. And I said, of course, absolutely, whenever you want to come. And she came, we did a live video, and then she came a couple times, and she did a live video. And I started contacting people from the States. And we started doing, live videos now and then. We did like 3 or 4 videos together. They were good videos. And then later on, as I started broadcasting a little bit more, getting a little bit more involved, I started seeing that there was a big problem in our city. That there was a big problem. And that it was more corruption. And I started growing, and I started, understanding how it was. And so I started getting in contact with people from Mexico. That, that these people from Mexico started telling me, hey, this is what is happening. This is the United Nations Pact and blah, blah, blah. Take in hand that I started getting involved because I really love my city. I really love my city. And I started seeing that it was getting affected. So I started investigating more and reading more. So my number one purpose is to be a boxing caller. And now it completely changed my scenario. I was like, what the hell is going on? Now I'm doing this. So I became a little bit more aware of the immigration situation. And I became really aware of what was happening. I became really aware. So I one day I started investigating. Who's this guy? Why are Americans on this side? Why are Americans, on protecting, protecting migrants over here? What the hell is going on with these people giving food to them and they're not even from here? Why are these immigrants and why are these activists together and protesting and doing all these riots over here? Why we got coyotes? So a lot of things started messing with my mind. And I started understanding that there was something more to it. So it began as a journey as an independent journalist, as an independent reporter, as an independent, for giving news, not only for Mexico, but for the United States. That it was really amazing. One day, a lady that I'm not going to say her name, she told me, you should get in contact with a guy named Anthony in Texas. So I was like, oh, for what? I even said that, for what? And she's like, well, he's pretty good. He talks about the migration issue in Juarez and El Paso. So I'm like, oh, is that right? And they're like, yeah, that's right. You know, you should contact him. I'm like, nah, I don't like to do that. I don't like to get involved with other people. So the next day, you know, it happened, and it was curious for me to search his name on the page. And he was like, I looked at his page, and I looked at Anthony, right? And he has this certain walk that he has. He has this certain walk. So I was like, look at this guy, man. Look at this guy. So I was looking at his broadcast, and I'm like, well, he's okay. He's okay. You know, he looks like he's doing a lot of effort, and he looks like he's in it for the good. He's not in it for taking advantage of people or you know, for the wrong reasons. He's not in it for that. And he's in it to give the news. That's why he is in this, to give the news. So I was like, should I contact him or not? And the next day I called the guy, and they got me his Facebook. So I sent him a message. I'm like, well, hopefully, how you doing, Miss Chris Andusky Boomin? How you doing? Hopefully he will contact me. So he contacted me later, like 4 or 5 days later, and I sent him a message. Hey man, I'm an independent reporter from Tijuana. Hey, I really want to, you know, we really need to talk, and we really need to get together and all that stuff. So he sent me a message, and he said, you know, he only said this: call me, and he said his phone number. So I'm like, damn. So I add him, and I try to see if he has WhatsApp. That's the #1 communication, system over here in Tijuana. He didn't have WhatsApp, so I sent him a text. I'm like, hey man, it's really expensive to call you from over here to over there. And like, oh, okay, so, you know, let me get home, and do you have WhatsApp? And he's like, no, I don't have WhatsApp, but let me download it. So he downloaded the app, and when I got home, I got Wi-Fi from the house, and I called him, and we met for the first time on a video call. And like, what's going on, man? What's up, bro? What's going on, bro? You know, my name is la la la. And we were talking in English. I don't know why we were talking in English, because I thought that he was a Mexican American that did not know how to speak Spanish. So we were talking in English, and I you know, I was stumbling in some words, and he's like, hey man, está bien, habla español. So he's like, it's okay, man, talk in Spanish. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me, man. I've been talking in English this whole time, and you're like, come on, man. He's like, yeah, it's okay, man. You can talk to me in Spanish. So we started talking, and I started explaining to him what was going on over here in Tijuana. And he started like, whoa, man, no way. And I'm like, yes. And he started explaining to me how, you know, the buses, they were fooling them, and they were crossing them to churches. And I was like, wow, man, we need to get together, man. We need to start doing this stuff. So we started, you know, if you guys remember, you used to put like a WhatsApp, the WhatsApp phone on the screen, and Anthony used to go live. So, you know, we used to go live like that. With his other phone, he used to put it on the screen on the laptop, and I used to, you know, start talking. And we went live a couple times, and, you know, I started saying, hey, man, you know, one of my dreams is to one day, you know, have our own thing, man, like our own page, and, you know, create a network that we will give news for people, like real news, man. Like real news, like real news, not BS, not real news. What is happening? And he said, like, yeah, man, I'm interested on that. And after that, on the next day, I told him, hey, let's start, man. What do you say? And before that, we had an agreement. Like, there's a saying in the United States, bros before hoes, man. And that was the first thing. Bros before hoes, man. You got it. Shook on it. And then, you know, this is me, man. Brah. And this is me, and this is me, and this is me. And I was like, okay, man, this is me. And, you know, we talked to each other, and we made the responsibility on communicating with people and being honest and transparent to people. As we knew that we were going to get attacked, we did not know how much we were going to get attacked. We did not know how much people were going to hate on us, like they hate on me now. Thanks for the real news. Thank you so much, Angela. And we became, you know, Border Network News. The name, Anthony came up with it. You know, Anthony came up with the name. And the slogan was in Spanish. The slogan was Paz y Bien, porque tu país es primero. And, you know, and the peace and love, and always your country first. It was the translation. But it was, you know, if you translate it on, you know, on English to Spanish or Spanish to English, it will be peace and good, because it's paz y bien. Paz is peace, bien is good. So, well, peace and good, and always your country first. So I was like, the hell with it. Let's make it like more, hey, you know what it is. So I said like peace and love, and always your country first. And he liked it. He's like, always your country first. I like that, man. I like that. I like that, man. I love that. So, you know, a lot of things had happened since we got together. You know, we came out of the closet with some stuff that we had hidden. That it was, you know, it's an embarrassment for me to say them, but I, you know, after certain situations that happened, we can, you know, basically we said it all out, and it turned out to be better. It turned out to be better. People really understand the struggles that we have gone through, and really we are for the news, as we have said multiple times. We are for the news. We don't care about gossip, drama, and all this stuff. We are for the news. We are for the news. And there's been misunderstandings and dramas and all this stuff. And, you know, it's been hard. It's been hard for us to be, you know, doing this, you know. And then later on, Anthony said, you know what, Congressman, what do you think? I'm like, whoo. And, you know, and I was like, so I'm running for Congress, he told me. I'm sorry, there was a phone call right there. And I said like, oh, you know, wow. I'm like, wow, are you sure? And he said like, man, I don't know, bro. Like, I don't know. Like, I know that, you know, it's grassroots, man. I can do this. I'm like, I'm not doubting that you can do it, man. I'm not doubting that you can or you cannot do it. I'm not doubting on your capability and what it is in your heart and on your mind. I'm not doubting that you will surround yourself with extremely positive and great people so you can get your movement to where you want it. I don't doubt that at all. You know what's coming. And he said, yep, I know what's coming. So what do you say? And I'm like, bro, I roll with you. I roll with you. Whether you're wrong, whether you're right, whether you're wrong, I'm always going to back you up. I'm always going to back you up. I love that man. He's my brother. I love that man. And he has done so many things for El Paso right now. You know, pretty beautiful things he has done. As he's doing right now, beautiful things for the Border Patrol. He's going to do beautiful things for the Border Patrol next Thanksgiving. A lot of patriots from California are going, you know, patriots from all across the country. They're going. It's beautiful, man. It's beautiful. It's just beautiful. And and these are the things that make them, they're starting to make Anthony a better human being. A human being with more credibility. And, you know, with this that I'm telling you, there's a lot of people that they're going to come out. And that they claim that they are riding with the same, you know, flag or whatever. And as I have said in the past, I'm not a Republican. I am not a Republican nor a Democrat. I started following the president of the United States of America and his politics, and it's early in 2018. A lot of people been in this movement for a lot of years, but they haven't done anything. A lot of people been in this movement for a lot of years, and they have done a lot. And it's great that they have done a lot. They need to concentrate on what is great, to do more and stop the fighting and instigating. They need to concentrate on reuniting and being together and being one force. Because my fight is not against Democrats, or it's not to defend Republicans. I live in Mexico. My fight is against globalism. That's my fight. It's against globalism. It's against the New World Order agenda. It's against the United Nations. As I have said multiple times, I'm not a Republican, nor a Democrat or independent. I am a follower of the president. There's the term that you guys use that is walk away. I never heard of that term. And a lot of people told me, you walked away one day, Oscar. I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about, walking away. I never walked away from nobody. They're like, no. You walked away from the wrong and you came to the right. I'm like, oh, when did that happen? Like, you started believing on what he was saying and you walked away from this side. I was never a Democrat or a leftist. Never in my life. I was never involved in politics also. I didn't care about politics. Politics over here in Mexico, they're corrupt. The politicians over here, they get into a position in politics because they want money, not because they want a better position or because they want to help the people. They want to get in politics because they want money. That's the only thing they want. They don't want to help the people. They want money. So the weird thing about this is that, as I was feeling about the president of the United States, I didn't like him. There's videos of me saying before in 2018, I don't like the politics of Trump. He's too strict. He's doing this, he's doing that. And I started realizing with time, as we were having that problem in our backyard, my perception of the president started changing. I was like, you know what? Blah. And who really helped me understand and to follow and to support and to back up the president of the United States was Anthony. Because I remember talking to him and I'm like, no, man, no, it's not like that. And he used to say, no, you're wrong, Oscar. You're wrong. You're getting the perception wrong. Look what this happened. And then he started saying, read this article, read this article, read this article, read this article. So I'm starting to read it late at night. And I started seeing happening these things in Venezuela and things in Panama and things in Russia and in communist China and all these things. And I started understanding. So I was like, wow, man, I am so wrong. Wow, I am so wrong. And he started saying, Anthony told me one day, I just red pilled you. I'm like, what the hell is that? What the hell is red pilled? I'm like, no, you haven't red pilled me nothing. He's like, ha ha. He started laughing. I'm like, I just red pilled you, man. I'm like, I don't know what the hell you're talking about. He's like, I just turned you into the right. I'm like, no, you haven't. No, you haven't. And like, well, do you think that Trump is good or Trump is bad? I'm like, Trump is good, man. Do you think that Trump is this or Trump is... No, Trump is this. Do you think that Trump is defending the sovereignty and the nations and all? Yes, I think so, man. And I wish that we had one over here. And that what really woke me up. And after that, everything changed. Everything changed. Everything. And I started getting more hatred because for a lot of people, it's competition. Who gets more views? Who gets more attention? Who gets more donations? And for a lot of people, it's competition like that. So they started attacking me hard, man. Hard. They started attacking me hard. From left and right, they started making fake pages, and women started sending me all these messages. I want to move to Tijuana. I want to do this. I want to do that. And I'm like, what the hell is wrong with these women? What the hell is wrong with these people? Where are they coming from? And they started making a hate page in Spanish, and they started making hate groups, and they every time they started spreading rumors on the other side about me. And I started, one day I was thinking in my house, I'm like, should I leave this? Should I leave the American public and leave them with their donations, and leave them with their, with their views, and leave them with their fame? Because that is what they want. All these people that they're attacking me, they want their fame, they want the views, they want the money, should I leave them? So I stayed out of the box for like 1 week. I stayed out of the box for just 1 week. And then we had a really long talk. Border Network News had a really long talk. And that is what happened. That is when I started realizing that they started telling me, you need moderators. You need this. You need that. You need a team behind you. You need support. You can't do this alone, Oscar. I'm like, no, I can do it alone. I can do it alone. And, we started talking as a team, Anthony and myself, and said, like, if you leave, I don't want you coming back, because that's basically walking away from things that we're doing. And you're a proud man, and you have a big heart, and you're a courageous man. So what kind of type of S is this? What kind of situation you're putting yourself through? Don't let these people get into your mind. So I was like, I was not depressed, but I was really disappointed. I was like, what have I done that is so bad that these women or people or creeps, obsessed women, obsessed creeps, obsessed people, obsessed trolls, for now counting people, now counting 12 months of harassment, 12 months of complete harassment. And I'm like, what have I done? And I woke up the next day and I was like, hell with this. They want me to stop, and I will hit them twice as hard. Not 10 times hard. That's exaggerating. I will hit them twice as hard. Everything's in the head. Everything's in the head. Whatever they're trying to tell me to stop, he's getting donations, I will do it on purpose. Whatever they're trying to say, he's doing that stuff. No, I'm not. I will go live the next day. Whatever he's broadcasting the wall again, I will go to the wall the next day. He's going to shelters again. We already seen it. I will go to the same shelter again. Look, he's getting a new shirt, and he has a new shirt. I will buy another shirt the next day. I don't care if I didn't get no money. I didn't have no money. I will buy a shirt the next day. Oh, look, he's Mexican. He's so uneducated. I will do a live feed with 500 people the next day. That was the thing that got me to this point. And it's the thing that has got me to not leave the audience and to not leave the followers, and to keep concentrated on giving the news, not on scandals, on giving the news. Is something that every individual, this applies for whatever place that you are at work. Somebody told me that I need to go check myself because I got this tickle on my throat for some months now. But this is what had got me to what we're doing right now. From what we're doing. And what we're doing is giving the news every day, constantly, non-stop. I don't care if it's 20, 30, 40, 50 viewers. We're constantly working, constantly, but on work, not on gossip, not on fighting, on work. And all these people that they have been attacked, I'm sorry for them. Really, I am, because there's a lot of patriots that they have been attacked and they stopped working because they had to concern themselves on what they were going through. And that was sad, really. And to a point that they stopped. And we need to concentrate on work. What is work? What is work? Like patriots in the United States, what they need to do is support their president. Whatever they, I'm nobody to tell you what to do. But to support their president, expose what is happening with the immigration system, California, Gavin Newsom, Veronica Escobar in El Paso, Shifty Shift, whatever. When you're over here, expose the left, expose the socialists, expose the activists, expose the United Nations, expose, and expose. Give news, give coverage. Don't stop. Don't stop. That's what they want. They want you to stop. They throw a little right hook right there. Oh, they threw a little uppercut right there. And then they start jabbing. They start jabbing. It's like boxing. They start jabbing. They start throwing a jab. But is your job to skip, move, hook. It's always your job. And we're skipping, we're keeping moving. And we're not stopping. And we're keep on working. That I want to say thank you for everybody that has been supporting me on this year anniversary. Thank you so much, everybody, for the support that you guys have been giving me, giving BNN, giving Anthony, my partner, Conservative Anthony, and now with America's Voice. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the support that you guys have given me with America's Voice. The views, man, in America's Voice. Wow, I see only, wow, there's a lot of people watching, and God bless you, every single one of you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you, and thank you so much. God bless you. And we're gonna keep on working. We're gonna keep on, doing what we do, and working on what we're working on. And oh my God, no car, no. And we're gonna continue doing the best that we can. God bless you all. That was a little story, how all started a little bit and how all came about. Then I met Ben later on. I met Ben, and then I met another individual. And then later on, we started broadcasting. But, it all started because it's out of curiosity. What the hell was going on? It all started because of that. And we started because of the love of our city and our country. It doesn't matter when are you waking up. The thing that matters is the moment that you do it. That's the moment. Thank you so much, Norman. Respect you. I respect you, man. Thank you so much. God bless the United States of America. And the only thing that I can say is Dios bendiga al INAMI. God bless the INAMI, that is the Border Patrol over here. God bless the National Guard of Mexico. Dios bendiga la Guardia Nacional. Viva México, cabrones. Viva México. Primero México. And God bless the United States, and God bless the Border Patrol of the United States. They're fantastic people. They're fantastic guys. I met these people. I have met them not, in a reunion. I haven't met the Border Patrol in a reunion or a really nice rally. I have met the Border Patrol in the oddest, more weirdest circumstances. That is in a mountain when they're doing their job. I have met them in an accident. I have met them when they're crossing. I have met them when they say this to me at another mountain. I have met them communicating. Where are you? I'm over here. Hey, I know you. I have met them like that. God bless those people, man. God bless every single one of you guys. Send you a big hug. Really send you a humongous hug. Let's leave the hate out and get God inside your heart. And if you don't got God inside your heart, or whatever you got inside your heart, leave it out and start doing what you do best, that is reporting. Go back to that. God bless you all, to every single one of you guys. God bless everybody in the United States of America. God bless my country, Mexico. Thank you so much. Let me bow down. Muchas gracias, público. Muchas gracias, público. Muchas gracias, público. Muy agradecido estoy con ustedes. Dios los bendiga. Gracias por este apoyo. Dios los bendiga. Besos enormes, la verdad, son increíbles y seguiremos siendo increíbles. Thank you so much. God bless you all. Let me bow down. God bless you. You all guys are incredible. Big kiss to everybody. We're going to keep on moving. There's a huge surprise coming up. We're going to keep on working, and we're going to keep on being number one. Oh my God, look at this. I want to change the camera. I want to show you something. This is Tijuana. This is Tijuana. Look at this. I want to show you something. There's a person right here that is dead. Look, this is Tijuana. This is all the time Tijuana. Look at this. Look at this. You see that? That's Tijuana. In the middle of the street, a person that had died. That's Tijuana. But that's the way it is. God bless you all. Let's leave that bad vibe behind, and let's concentrate on moving forward, being positive, and getting God in our lives. God bless you all. Stay safe, and always remember, peace and love, everybody, because always your country is first.